find me, help me. Those were the last words Jack wrote in the book before he disappeared. A few months ago, I found very strange comment under one of YouTube videos, which led me to a channel. And on that channel, Jack27 enters what he calls the 5th dimension. It all started on a brand new world, but for some reason, he spawned almost over 60 million blocks away from a normal spawn. And as he kept playing, things started to getting weird, like really weird. Structures that shouldn't exist, terrain that makes no sense, entire areas that just feels wrong. And eventually, the whole world started glitching out completely, trapping Jack inside with no way out. Then, a few weeks later, someone else got curious, someone who wanted to find Jack, and maybe even help him. That player was AF, also known as Aura Farmer. Yeah, I know that name is... Anyway, AF followed Jack's path, step by step, exploring the same places, until he reached something called Dissections. A place far beyond the Minecraft border, where the world just breaks into endless loops of glitched, broken worlds. He searched for hours, but it didn't matter, because these sections are endless, and eventually he gave up. So now both AF and Jack were stuck in the same world. And honestly, I thought that was it, the end of the story. Until AF sent me a message. Let me translate it for you. Basically, he said that recently he started playing on that world again, and this time he found something new, and he sent me his entire recording. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't expect much, but what he sent me, yeah, that changed everything. So let's take a look at what he found. And we can see that AF is in the same place as last time. But it looks like he actually built himself a house now, with pier and everything. He starts by greeting us and says he's just gonna build for a bit. But of course, eventually he runs out of wood, so he decides to go to a different section to get some. Which makes sense, because as you can see, there is literally no wood in this Badlands biome. And what we know about these sections is that they are long, like really long, unstable, massive. So traveling between them takes time. After a while of mining, his diamond axe breaks. But he mentions that he saw a spot somewhere where diamonds are really easy to find. And honestly, as weird as these places are, you gotta admit, this world generation is kinda insane. It gives Minecraft this really strange fantasy vibe. So AF boats down and finds this really weird cave, with trees inside it. Eventually he goes to find some diamonds, and starts mining deeper into Deep Slate. But what he finds down there is interesting. Okay, so instead of bedrock, these sections have barriers? But that's not even the weird part. Under the barriers, there is another layer, like actual stone, which makes no sense. I don't really know what that means yet, and honestly, AF doesn't react much either, so he just keeps mining. finds a few more diamonds, and then heads back home. Also, he kinda forgot his original goal, which was getting wood. He comes back with like 14 logs. But to be fair, he literally traveled for over an hour. These sections are ridiculously big. After wandering around for a bit, AF says he's never explored this direction before, so he decides to check it out. I don't feel bad, not tired either. I can't tell what is real anymore, and what only looks like it. I don't think there is anyone here, not anymore, if there ever was. There is this feeling, like something in me wants this to end. Not panic, not fear, not just an ending. Maybe that makes sense, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I don't even know why I'm writing this. Maybe to prove that I was here, or that I still am. Regardless, I'm going to reach 0, 0. There has to be something there. I can feel it. This is section 30, so I'm close now. I just have to keep moving forward. Okay, this is insane. There is no way AF built this. Which means this had to be Jack, and it really feels like him. This might actually be the first real proof that Jack is still alive. Inside the chest there is a book, and in it Jack talks about how he is feeling. He sounds unsure, confused. But the important part is, he says he is heading to 0, 0, and also mentioned that this is section 30. Now, we don't know what 0, 0 is, but the bigger question is, how does Jack even know what section he is in? There are no signs, no markers, nothing. It's really strange. We can also see he left several items in the chest, and Jack is not stupid, so of course I checked if there is some kind of hidden message in the items, like numbers, patterns, ending, but honestly it just looks like a random trash. Then AF notices something weird. There is single cobblestone block in the floor, just out of place, so he mines it. It's cobblestone layer actually, and under it there is just void. He eventually builds back up and ends the recording there. Okay, so the big question is, how does Jack identify these sections? How can he possibly know? Well, the only thing we know he did here is that he mined all the way down. so it has to be connected to that. And yeah, it kinda is. So instead of normal bedrock, these sections have a weird layered system. Under the last deep slate layer, there are always a few layers, usually something like this. Air, then a block, then a air again, and then another block. And here is where it gets interesting. Every block in Minecraft actually has a hidden value. For example, oak planks would be 5, stone would be 1, stuff like that. So in this section we saw a dirt and then just void. But in the previous section it was different. There was air, then dirt, then barriers, and then stone at the bottom. So now, instead of just blocks, we also look at the type of layer. Air acts like a positive, barriers act like a negative, so it's not a random, it's a system. Okay, take a look at this. Don't laugh, you are not subscribing enough, so I don't have a budget for fancy graphics. But imagine this, in the middle there is a 0, 0, and around it there are sections with coordinates. In the book Jack wrote down 30, which can also mean 3-0, like layer of air, dirt, air, air. And the previous section I have mined in, it was air, dirt, barrier, stone, which would be 3, -1. Which actually lines up perfectly. So yeah, we finally understand the system. And now we know Jack is heading toward the center, toward the 0, 0. So I send all of this to AF, and hopefully he understands it and starts moving the right way. What is bro doing? Is he actually trying to aura farm right now? Jeez, this guy. Okay, after a really long travel, AF reaches a dead end, a deep slate wall, again. The same wall that's been connecting this entire world, since the beginning. And there is something else. A hole in it, which instantly reminds me of those iconic tunnels. AF makes his way over, and yeah, it's the tunnel again. So now it really feels like this thing is not random. This tunnel has to lead somewhere, and this has to be where was Jack heading. It's probably leading to 0, 0, the middle, the center. But the question is, the center of what? The center of the 5th dimension? The center of all the sections? Or something else entirely? Yeah, who knows. Okay, it's looking like AF has actually reached Dimension 00. It's a massive cave, with these glitchy glowing pipes coming straight out of walls. And also, at some point in the tunnel, his items just disappeared. Not all of them, just some, which is honestly even weirder. Like, why those items specifically? There is probably a reason for it, but right now, we got nothing. In the middle of this huge cave, there is a void hole. And around it, these white things. AF calls them dinosaur skeletons. Which, yeah, okay, fair enough, I guess. But besides these bones, the void, and those glowing pipe looking things, for how big this place is, it still feels empty. Like there is nothing to do here. Nothing to interact with. So AF just decides to pick one of these big tunnels and go. At the end of it, he finds another tunnel. However, this one goes down. Well, good thing he still has a boat, so he just drops down, uses it to cancel the fall damage, and survives. At the bottom, it just keeps going. Another tunnel. Long, tight, endless. And now AF kinda has no choice. He doesn't have blocks to get back up. Of course, except that one third block. So all he can really do now is keep going forward. And what he finds at the end is mirrors. Yeah, I have not seen something like this in Minecraft before, and AF looks just as confused. It's a hallway full of reflections, infinite copies of himself, every direction, and it starts to feel like some kind of mirror maze. After somehow making it through the mirror maze, AF ends up in another room. This one looks like an underground castle. There is this big glowing throne at the end, and under it is a chest. Empty. Actually, everything here is empty. The room is dark, quiet, just dead. Except for one thing. A red carpet, leading forward like a path. So, of course, AF follows it. And it leads to another tunnel. And then tunnel leads back. Same place, the 0-0. AF pauses for a second and questions himself. Is this really it? Is this the 0-0? And if it is, where is Jack? Because if the system he figured out is right, this should be the center. Everything points here, 4 directions, everything connects, it makes sense. But Jack, we don't know if he was here or when he was here. Could have been hours ago, could have been days, or even worse. But there are definitely signs someone has been here. Signs like a random dirt blocks plays around, that empty chest. So yeah, either Jack was here or someone else was. Anyway, AF decides to keep exploring. He goes into another one of those big ducts and pretty quickly finds more dirt plays around. He drops down again, same move with the boat, goes into the same looking tunnel, and ends up Alright, what are we actually looking at here? This place is weird. AF calls it the 5th dimension, but honestly, I don't even think this is the dimension. Like, yeah, it looks unnatural, but at the same time, it feels too simple. Everything is grey, just grey, foggy, dim, lifeless. I mean, there are some variations, like this purple stuff and these trees, but they are not even real trees. Nothing here feels finished. It's like simulation. And then, out of nowhere, there is this floating glowing arrow, just pointing at another tunnel, which is not creepy at all. It feels completely out of place. like something is trying to guide him or lure him, and of course AF follows it. There is even a dirt path placed there, like someone wanted him to climb up. So he does, and just like that, he leaves this place. But when he comes back to 00, something is off. Something changed. The middle. That skeleton thing. It's bigger now. But it doesn't even look like bones anymore. More like lines, pillars. Something forming. AF thinks someone built it. But there is no way. This all happened too fast. Like, way too fast. And that's when it really hits. This place isn't empty. It's changing. So, is this the end? Well, not really. Because for a split second, right as AF was falling into the void, we can see something. A message sent by Jack. Jack himself. It's complete gibberish at first, but after decoding it, we get a Google Drive link, and inside there is a video. Another video. So let's watch it. The room was not made for sight, but for waiting. They stand there still, as they always have, unlit, unchanged, as if time forgot them, before it forgot everything else. No vine reaches them, no hand has touched them in years, or longer. I tried the door first. Of course I did. It did not move. Doors disappeared. There is no lock. That is what troubled me most. A door without a lock and frame is not meant to be opened. At least, not in the usual way. I stayed there longer than I should have. Long enough to notice that the darkness in that place is not natural. It gathers, it settles around those things. Searching, finding, exploring. We wrote that before. It meant something then. Now it's just repeats. Grey. Not color, not sky, not stone, not meaning. Empty. Just grey. They said stop. They laughed. They said there is nothing past the line. They were wrong. We were too. We had a plan. I remember that. I think I do. It was good. It had purpose. It had something. We got it spot on. I think we did. Well, nobody really cared. It's impossible. We kept going anyway. Even when it stopped making sense. Even when it stopped answering. It still let us in this place. They call it a simulation. They are not wrong. We did our best. And now we know we did good. Almost. They are not here now. Not anymore. To laugh. To see us shine. No. That world is too small. We did not build this. We did not discover it. We crossed into it. And something crossed back. I don't remember who wrote it. It might have been me. It might not. The dimension does not end. It follows. It repeats. It forgets. We tried to name it. Numbers stopped working. Names stopped staying. People stopped. I think there were more of us. I can't find them now. I can't even find where we started. If you are reading this, you are not the first. You are just later. Okay, wait. What the hell just happened? Is Jack back? Is AF dead? What is that portal? What is going on? Okay, let's slow down. Let's start from the beginning. Jack is back. Yes, this is his POV, and it's really him. The same guy that started this. The same guy who's been stuck in these sections for who knows how long. He was here before AF. He placed those third blocks. He solved the puzzle. And yeah, he's the one who knocked AF into the void. But he thought AF was a clone, because apparently there is a whole army of clones hunting him down, and it looks like it's not even the first time he has seen them. So yeah, AF is probably gone. Not gonna lie, never really like him anyway. Anyway, Jack believes that in the center of what he calls the 00 is something forming, some kind of portal, and it works in a really weird way. Every time he comes back through one of these tunnels, another part of it loads in. It's like chunks appearing piece by piece, and inside each tunnel there is either a puzzle or a message, or both. Right now Jack is heading into another room, and also he's picking up these flowers. They are always placed at the entrance of each tunnel, which is weird, but at this point, nothing here is normal anyway. Alright, Jack enters this blue place. Everything is blue. Rain everywhere, and in the middle, a massive door. And instantly, it reminds me of that door maze both Jack and AF went through before. But this one is bigger. Way bigger. The problem is, there is nothing happening. The door just exists. No buttons, no clues, nothing. Jack is stuck. Just standing there, thinking. Okay, after a while, he finds a few hidden signs. They look like a hint, like something is trying to help him. But Jack doesn't trust it, doesn't like it at all. He literally says they might be trying to throw him off, which is fair, so we check his inventory. He still has some materials from earlier, and he manages to craft a lever. And yeah, Normally, lever opens doors, but here, nothing. I mean, obviously, it's a pretty big door for a really small lever. However then, Jack does something really smart. He opens a free menu. Now, if you don't know, there is this value called C. It basically tells you how many blocks are loaded in the direction you are looking. And Jack notices it's changing, which means there is something hidden below him. Not just the void, not just a cave, something else. So he starts making spots where the value spikes, and eventually it forms a circle right in front of the door. So he places the lever in the middle, and nothing. Again. Obviously, he digs down and finds what he was looking for. The way out. Okay, we are at 3 out of 4. 3 paths completed. 1 left. 1 more tunnel. And something should happen. Probably. Hopefully.
I'm holding on, if almost gone. Someday I know I'll finally make it through the gates. Just have to wait. You whisper to me, there's no maybe. There's only time for dreams even greater. I hear the call, and I close my eyes to see even clearer. I see it all. I know that we can go higher if we keep our faith, if we keep our faith. Sometimes I'm like a whisper in a riot, but I grow stronger, keep believing in me. Say you're believing in me. You're believing in me. Say you're believing in me. You're believing in me.
If only you trusted less in what is given. If only the world were not so easily known. If only vision itself became the obstacle. You would already be looking straight at it. Okay, Jack enters the last place. And he's stuck again. This time he's in some forest. There is a lake, some stone pillars, and in the middle, a lectern with a book. Inside the book is a riddle. And even Jack can't figure it out. He's usually good with this, but now he just stands there, completely lost. He explores the forest, nothing. Goes deeper, still nothing. Explores the lake, nothing. It has to be here, right in front of him. He just doesn't see it. Time passes, and at this point he's just jumping around on lily pads, doing random parkour, basically losing it. Until he stops. Goes into settings. And what he does is turns down the brightness, which is, I don't know. But then it clicks. In the water, there's a pattern. Really hard to see, but it's there. It's like arrows pointing at one place. And then you realize it's a shadow coming from above, even though there is nothing above. No idea what's casting it. Glass, something invisible. It doesn't matter. Jack figured it out. He follows it, breaks the stone. And just like that, finds a way out and completes another puzzle, the last path, the last one. He returns to 0-0, and now it's different, completely different. The center is finished, all parts loaded in, and we can clearly see it now. It's a portal. And in front of the portal, there are 4 blocks. It's those weird muddy roots. However, there is 4 of them, and Jack has collected 4 flowers. So he places the flowers he collected from each path, one by one, each in its place from where they have been found. And that's it. No more tunnels, no more puzzles, no more running. Everything led to this from the start. All the messages, all the ruins, all the warnings about the border, the sections, the simulations, the people who were here before, ancient civilizations. It all leads here, to this portal. Jack pulls out his flint and steel, pauses for a second, and then he lights it.